G'day everyone, on the Oz Explorer. Today I thought I'd do a bit of a walk around on the new rig. I've finally got it all together. Put all my accessories off my other ones, plus a few extras. And yeah, so I'll show you around. So this is the big girl. It's a 2003 Toyota Hilux 3-litre turbo diesel, and it's nothing too fancy. So basically there's my rooftop tent that I had on my previous vehicle, and I ended up adding a shower vanity to go on it as well, and my awning on the other side, which is the Iron Man awning. And this is a tub tray, which is actually for a tub, not a tray back, but for me to make it work, instead of having these brackets here mounted up in here, I ended up just turning the brackets around, and it made it wide enough to be able to actually go on my tray. And I've also got a dual battery setup that I hooked up underneath it, so I can plug in my 12-volt switch panel. These are just the wiring to go on my battery box for my deep cycle battery, which will run all my 12-volt accessories. Got the lights, they're actually hooked up to the 12-volt secondary battery as well. Don't mind that dog, it's annoying, always barks. And that's the power cable for my fridge. So I'll just show you how I've got my 12-volt setup hooked up. This is actually a toolbox that ended up turning up on its side, and I waterproofed, filled in all the gaps, and I put in just some insulation to stop the water and everything getting in it. It works quite well. Drilled a couple of holes in the side of it, so it goes underneath it to run all the wiring in. I'm just open it, it's bloody hard to open. Oh, get off. There we go. So, got my recovery gear on that side. Also put in air vents there just in case, because I was going to mount my second battery in there, but I decided to go to battery box instead. Which I still probably will end up mounting the second battery in there because I can lock it up. That's my 12-volt switchboard. I haven't quite rigged it up properly yet. I've got to pull that back apart and put some earth wires in it so these switches actually turn on and off. When you buy these, they actually don't have the earth wires in it. You've got to modify an earth wire from to these plugs, or to the back of the plugs on these switches, to actually for them to work on and off. When you plug it in and you put your fridge in, this doesn't even work on and off, it's a constant on. Yeah, so I've got to do a little bit of research into that. Well, that's pretty well it. And then for my battery, when I've got it hooked up, I just have it hooked up to a solar blanket, and that's pretty well it. That's how it charges the whole system, and I've ran the system for about 2 or 3 days now. On my previous camping trip, which I actually forgot my camera so I could film some stuff, it was a pretty good trip. But anyway, next time I'll have plenty of wire in here also for my Anderson plug for when I want to take the batteries out, or if I want to relocate the batteries or whatever like that. So yeah, other than that, she's pretty well basic. Got a lift kit on its way. I'm gonna go from the 2-inch lift that's on it and do a 4-inch flex lift, because I got some pretty gnarly trucks. These are the King's lights that come with it. Unfortunately, this one here is pretty broken, so I'm going to end up replacing that with a light bar, daytime driving lights and the high beam lights and everything. She's got a front mount intercooler set up here. Does make it a little bit cooler, has not really much lag at all actually, it's pretty responsive, it's instant. And, tyres are basically brand new, bit of good reaches, KO2s. I actually do like these. They've got the side bearers on the side when you let them down to get up mud banks and that. They actually work quite well. Yeah, so that's pretty well her. She's nothing too fancy. It's just a basic. Stuffed my words up there. Never mind. It's just your basic stock SR5. It's got automatic locking hubs here. So basically I don't have to get out of the car, I can just switch the button on and off and happy days. That's pretty well it. Got my subwoofer in there. I like a good bit of quality sound and a bit of doof. It's kind of high Ks, 328,000, but you ask a lot of diesel people, they'll say it's only just worn in. So I'm quite happy with it. Got a couple things I need to fix up on it. Just recently purchased a rocket cover gasket to go on it, as the rocket cover gasket is leaking. I need to upgrade the lights. The lights are a bit, how's it going? I put my winch on. I still haven't put the control box for the winch on it yet, because I'm still trying to work out if I'm going to actually run it with the hands-free controller, or I'm going to set up a hardwired buttons in the dash, so I can just basically run it while I'm sitting there driving away, and I can control everything through the dash. But that's pretty well it. That's my 2002 Toyota Hilux Explorer vehicle. And yeah, I'm going to show you some pretty good tracks, some pretty good campsites. Me and my dog, Dozer, we're going to do some pretty good solo trips around. So my partner's got to stay home, watch the kids sometimes, so she can't always come. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video and give you a little bit of inspiration what to do with your trucks. And like and subscribe. I could do some more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch us later.